You've turned their pages, now hear their voices. Today we have Jenny Allen. Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
I'm excited to have you here. I snooped your page a little bit.
Yeah, there's a lot to look at on my pages.
It makes it exciting.
Yeah, I like to think so.
And I love your eyeshadow.
Oh, thank you. I
Side
always
note,
refer to it as my war paint, how I mentally prepare for facing my day.
that's needed. Hmm.
Yeah.
You have this very elegant, gothic meets historian vibe, and I love it. I'm here for it.
Well, thank you. At least part of it's got to be the glasses. My husband says they're very judgy.
I I had the same exact glasses, so I guess we're just judgy.
It's fine. Not completely off base, I guess. In his case, anyway.
Relevant. That's valid. So you have Blood Lily out.
Hmm.
Already obsessed with the cover.
Always, always. I actually am an artist, and I was intending to do the cover myself, but a friend of a friend was like, "Please let me try and design your cover." And I was like, "Sure." I mean, I'm not going to promise I'm going to use it, but I mean, go for it. And he came back with the first cover for Blood Lily, and it was like, "You're doing all of my covers for this series," and he has done all of my covers. The only exception being the new rom com. I did that cover myself, but yeah, he does all my other covers. And we've been working together for 14, 15 years now.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. And congratulations to doing some of your own art. That's amazing.
Oh, yeah. It's my passion. I do all my own character art. And then I do limited commissions for other authors, mostly for Jen Saviano, who's my ride or die bestie. So,
Jen, as in
saviors
the
of
Jen.
series. Yeah.
I love Jen so much. And I love Dean. I'm obsessed with Dean.
Oh my goodness, yes. I actually got to edit Legion. Like I was the editor for Legion, and that was like the biggest honor ever. So yeah, yeah.
Mm.
We talk every single day.
Now I'm going to be mad at her. I'll have a bone to pick with her now. No, that's amazing. She's fantastic.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm actually like
Is that how you found me?
yeah, she's the one that suggested that I reach out. Yeah. I'm working on a
Oh,
new
wow.
art piece for her right now, actually, for the novella she's writing. So
I'm so excited for that.
yeah, me too.
I am so sorry. We should redirect the conversation back to you. Um, just that just took me by surprise. Phenomenal. And congratulations to being able to work for her.
Yeah, I love it, and she's my sounding board too. So literally every chapter that I write, as soon as I finish writing the rough draft of it, it gets emailed to Jen, and she reads it right away. So,
I love that. We love supportive besties.
oh yeah,
So you don't just have Blood Lily, and you did tell me a little bit of a teaser that we should probably let the audience know.
hmm yeah. Actually, I have four books right now that are in Kindle Unlimited. Um, oh, not, but I do specials every now and then I do sell signed copies on my website too. But the one you were talking about, that's Blood Lily, the book one in my supernatural forensic thriller series, and she was my debut novel, my very first one that I ever wrote. And she won first place in the Chanticleer International Book Awards for the paranormal thriller category. So, which is
Oh, wow.
exciting. Yeah.
Is it like CSI?
Yes, it's basically Bones meets Supernatural, but with more emotional trauma.
No,
So
not the
yeah,
emotional drama.
I'm currently writing book 6 in that series. So there's 5 current books out right now for that series. So that one, and then same world, but goes back to tell the slow burn villain arc of two of my main villains from the main series, Luminita and Aaron. And this novella series is a supernatural historical dark romance.
Oh, I love that. That's a
Um,
beautiful cover too.
yes, like medieval Romania. I know so much Romanian and Turkish now; it's ridiculous. But I used as much real history as possible when writing the series, so it was really cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Romanian is such a beautiful language.
Oh my goodness, yes, yes.
It's just, it sounds beautiful.
Oh yeah. Um, just the names they call each other, their nicknames that they use all the time. So the moment Luminita meets Aaron, she calls him Selvatic, which is the savage. And her name that she goes by to the Romanian people is Dragheca, which was a real mythical person back in the day. Um, but he accidentally calls her Draga one time, which is actually Romanian for beloved. It pisses her off immediately. So he keeps calling her that, of course, because, that's what they,
Hmm. They have to.
of course. And then, as a complete extreme departure and a dare from one of my narrators, um, my newest release is actually a contemporary rom com.
Oh, we love contemporary rom coms.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. They're hilarious characters. It's very heartwarming, and it's got real people with real issues in it because that's always important to me. Um, but yeah, it's doing pretty well so far. So,
Oh, that's amazing. When did you publish that?
it came out May 1st.
Oh, so it's new, new.
New. Yeah. The pre-orders alone for it. I think the most pre-orders I've ever had for a book release was for book 4 in the main series, Ghost Orchid, and that one got 14. But the rom com, I ended up with 42 pre-orders.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I think I just saw your post about that
probably. I've been trying to put it
earlier
out
today. Doom scroll.
everywhere.
As you should.
Yeah,
I mean, the covers alone are beautiful. I try not to judge a book by its cover,
I
but they're
always
pretty.
I do.
That's valid. So you were talking about narrators. Who are your narrators for any of your series?
I only have one audiobook right now, and that's the audiobook of Draga and the Savage, Draga Beats. Um, and it's Mr. Sean Crisden, who is amazing and, a fairly big name, but he's also a fantastic human being. And he's the one that dared me to write the rom com. Um, we became good friends and we would email back and forth, and we're both kind of distressed about the state of the world in general. And I joked saying, if I thought it would help matters, I'd write a happy, fluffy rom com. And he's like, oh, do it, do it, do it. I dare you. I will even help you. Like, just do it, please. So I did,
And you popped off.
and talked to him about the audiobook because that only seems fair. But he wants me to narrate the female part, which I'm super excited about. So apparently, I'm going to get recording equipment and become a narrator too, because why not?
It's not like you have enough on your plate.
No,
Just add something else.
yeah, of course. I mean, right now
Hmm.
I'm recovering from a chest cold, so my voice is kind of funky, but I actually do a pretty good job. Um, he was he was mildly impressed and loved my southern accent, so it was cool.
I want to hear your southern accent. I'm from the South. I want to hear it.
Let me think of a good let me think of a good line. Or actually, I don't even have to think of a good line. I can just read from the book right in front of my face. We'll just start on the very first page. There we go. This is the day everything changes. As I stare up at the sleek tower of concrete, the morning sun glistening off the glass, pride surges through my chest. I've endured a lot the past 10 years. I've suffered, sacrificed, but today makes it all worth it. So from page one.
You did really great.
Thank you.
That's like a Georgian accent.
Yeah, it's fun. Like most of my main characters in the book are from Chattanooga. So you have Katrina May, who's the main character. Um, and Matthew Carter is also from Chattanooga. They were childhood best friends since the time they were 10 years old until her 17th birthday when something dramatic happened and then she stopped talking to him. And then almost 11 years later, walks in for day one at her brand new job, her dream job, and he's her boss.
Mm. In books, Kate. So,
Oh,
but in books, I love a coworker boss.
mhm.
In real life, not so much.
No.
But in books is books is a different thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's
Hmm.
really awesome. And it was funny to me when I was writing it, like some of my mystery tendencies still filtered into the rom-com because like you get bits and pieces of their story and about what happened that night, but you don't get the full story until the very, very end. Like there's always a piece missing. But your perception of the characters and their interactions changes slightly with every little nugget that you get. And you're like, oh, so that's why. Okay. So maybe we don't hate Matthew.
Oh, we love that. And it's second chances.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an hilarious
We
best
love a good
friend.
second chance
It's
too.
got a lot in there. The two moms steal the show quite a bit too. They're hilarious too. So yeah.
So there's banter too.
Oh my God, yes. Lots of banter.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
I should have known with you being Jen's friend, there was going to be banter.
Oh yeah.
I should have
There's banter in all of my books, all of them.
known.
So some people were very surprised to see a rom com from me, but others were not because there are rom com elements in all of my books because of, especially because of the banter. Like I'm not capable of leaving banter out of a book. It just doesn't happen.
I always get excited when there's banter in books.
Yeah,
I'm just like, yes, yes, we are all smart asses. Yes, I love this.
absolutely. And I'm writing the rom com is the book one in a trilogy. So I'm writing the second one now, which is from her best friend's perspective. Her name's Sam, and she's just hilarious. Like she just cracks me up. I wrote this line, and I was just giggling about it for like half an hour, where she was talking about trying to convince her friend Mark to do something he didn't really want to do, and she's like, "So I flash him my sugar sweet smile, which I know you just can't be resisted because man science."
Man, so that's basically how it
Yeah,
goes.
she's just funny and crazy.
That's amazing. Do you take your real life situations and put them in your books, or do you?
Sometimes. Pretty famous story about the lotus tree, which is book three in the main series, is one of the villains in that book um, is named after my ex fiance, and he's like my female main character's abusive ex from college, and some of the stories that filter into that book are real. And I used his actual name because I mean I don't have anything anyways, so try and sue me. I don't care. But that's assuming you read, which is a stretch. So yeah, I'm not really worried
Shots
about
fired.
it. Not worried about it. No. Plus I get to unalive him and then it wasn't satisfying enough. So that character's father has the same name. It's, David Boston Sr. Just so I could do it again. It's great.
Because why not?
Yeah.
Why double whammy?
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Writing can be therapeutic, and then you make money off your trauma.
It is very therapeutic. I mean, not just in that way, but it has helped my mental health
Mhm.
greatly. Um, Especially Blood Lily, the very first book. I actually suffered night terrors for 10, 15 years, almost every night. It was really bad. And the first nightmare sequence I wrote for Blood Lily, I stopped having night terrors, and I haven't had one since. And I barely have nightmares at all anymore. And if I start to have, like, if I have a nightmare a night or two in a row, then that's usually my cue that I've spent too much time between writing. So I need to write more.
No, I love that. It's very cathartic.
Oh yeah, I
And
realized a
why pay a therapist?
lot. Yeah,
It's free. Writing's free.
I mean, kind of. Writing it is free. Publishing it is not.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
writing, but like I know some people who write in journals,
Hmm.
and then some who just go and write and they never intend to publish, but just sorry, I hit that thing all the time. But just letting it all out, the creative juices, and then people are paying you for it,
This is true.
basically.
Yeah. I mean, in the main series and the novella series, they're really paying me to traumatize them.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
they seem to like it though, so it's fine. You should stock up on tissues for those two series. Like, yeah.
I want to read them wholeheartedly. I want to read them. Mentally, we're not stable,
Hmm.
so
Well,
but I'm proud
Draga
of
the
you.
Savage, I would recommend the audiobook over the book because they did such a beautiful job. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mention the female. I'm sorry. Uh, Leanne Blade is my female narrator, and she does a phenomenal job with Luminita's Romanian accent. Like, it's there, it's very present, but it's completely understandable. Like, you never have trouble understanding what she's saying. But that first one isn't too bad. Like, it's not truly traumatizing. That happens later.
I saw your wheels turning in your head.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a part or two that like gets me in the feels, but it's not the emotional trauma that occurs in the second novella or the third novella. So yeah.
Was it just as hard writing it as it was editing it, like going back and
Oh god.
editing it, or were you like, I can't do this, somebody else is gonna have to take the lead?
Um, the end of book four and the end of book five in my main series, like there were scenes towards the end that I wrote through absolute streaming tears, and I couldn't even really see the screen. Needed so much editing. But I had to wait like a good 2 weeks before I went back in because I traumatized myself. Like, is
Mm.
I even just think about those scenes now and I start to get teary eyed. Like, it's powerful stuff.
Well, let's talk about something that seems to be the theme and switch subjects. um Flowers seem to be everywhere.
Yeah. The
Where did that stem from?
well, the main
Pun
series,
intended.
I wanted something to kind of tie them together. Um, and I knew going into it that the very first book was going to be Blood Lily because the main character's name is Lilith, and the people closest to her call her Lily. And I was like, oh, well, Blood Lily, because, vampires, but my version of vampires. And, it makes sense. And I already knew the plot generally that I wanted to use for book two, which involved a specialized plant called the Rose of Jericho. And I was like, oh, well, I should do like, plant and trees and whatever theme for all the books. So that's the way it went. So Blood Lily, Rose of Jericho, the Lotus Tree, which there is an actual lotus tree that's heavily, it's a big focal point of that book. Um, Ghost Orchid is book four, and Wormwood is book five, and then the last book that I'm writing now is Hellebore. So and I put a lot of thought into tying the titles into the books thematically and through metaphors. And I put a lot of time and effort into elements for the covers too. Like me and Chris brainstorm back and forth to find the perfect image that's going to represent the entire book. So probably too much thought.
No, I love when you have so much thought, and not just your books, but also in the covers, and then you tie it together, because I think that's so important. If you read a book and then you see the cover and it has nothing to do with what's written on the pages, it throws you off. You're like, where did the title even come from then?
Yep.
Like, where did it come from?
And
The
the main
cover, the
series
title.
all has the same color palette too for the covers. So they're all reds, oranges, and golds. Like all the different covers.
See, even better
I have some of
that they're color coordinated.
they are. They are. And then the novellas, I chose a different route, but I still wanted to, hint that it's connected. So you have the roses on the cover, even though it's not in the name, but it's the exact same roses, just a different color scheme for each book and a different central object for each book. So this one, the
Oh,
first
I
one
love
is the
that.
chalice, but the second one is Dracul, and it's the actual sigil of Dracul. And then the third one is Corvinus, and his sigil was the raven. So it's a raven with the gold ring in its beak, is the center object for that one.
Mm.
But like this one's Wormwood. It's one of my favorite covers he did. It's just beautiful. Uh, and Ghost Orchid, which is another one that I love. I love all of the covers. The Lotus Tree, which usually gets a lot of attention.
Oh, that is really stunning.
Yeah. And then Rose of Jericho has a new cover, but I have all my books packed right now because I have a book signing coming up on Sunday.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, important question.
Yeah.
Are all your books symmetrical? Do
Yes.
they are they all the same length and width?
6 by 9s, all of them, even the novellas.
Thank you. Thank you. It is so important
It
for
is. I'm,
some of us with OCD.
yep, same.
Oh, thank you. Somebody who gets it.
Yep. The only exception is going to be Morrigan because it's actually a short story. It's in the Lilith Adams universe, um, but it was actually for a anthology, and it accidentally got left out. And I was like, but it's so exquisite, like it needs to be seen. So I released it in ebook form, but I've had some people that want to collect all the things. So like we want it in print, and I was like, well, I mean, in order to have a name on a spine, it's got to be so thick. So it's going to be a cute little 4 by 6 size, like little tiny pocketbook. That's like 76 pages. So
Oh, that would be perfect
yeah,
for taking in your purse.
yeah, and
Because
it's
most of us
nice.
bring books everywhere.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous story, and it is a backstory of one of the characters you meet in the main series. So uh, yeah, I love it. It's in 1857 Belfast, Ireland. So it's it's very fun.
How many books have you released so far?
Not counting the short story, the new rom com About That Night is my ninth release.
Wow.
Yeah. And I have one, maybe two more that'll be coming out this year. The fourth novella will be coming out, which is Draga and the Savage Sepish, which is technically how you pronounce Tepes. Everyone says Vlad Tepes, but in Romanian it's actually pronounced Sepish. I thought that was cool. Um, so that one should be coming out this year for sure. I just have to sort out a cover. And then I've got to finish working on book 6, which is the last book in the main series, which I started editing again today. So It's about 85% done. They're the joys of my life. That and drawing the character art, which oh, I did bring some down with me. My favorite piece is actually from the novella series. Is Aaron and Luminita that I drew.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
You drew that?
Mm-hmm.
That's stunning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually Jen Saviano's book husband is Aaron. That's him on his own. So yeah, she has it in writing 3 times over. And Luminita in modern day, of course.
Oh, stunning.
And two of my other villains. We have the Siren, who's she's just the worst. She, her and Vlad, I swear. And Ashcroft, he's pretty awful too. But yeah.
It is so easy to hate some characters, and you stand on that hill forever that they're truly awful.
And that's the fun thing with the novellas is you get to see a completely different side. So Aaron and Luminita are villains in my main series, and I mean it. Like they are horrific villains, but you get to see how they started and everything they went through, and how they slowly became the way that they are, and why they became the way that they are. And then you have moments in the main series where when it's just the two of them, you want to forget the awful things that they've done and want them to just be together. But life doesn't work that way. So it
I just want to
definitely
hold grudges.
you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. Like if I go read your series, then I'm going to hold a grudge.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to feel empathetic, and then I'm going to forgive them.
And then you're not, and then you will, and then you're not. It's a back and
Yeah,
forth
see?
thing. Like, yeah, especially with those two. Yeah.
So you have some push and pull and the villains and good guys.
Hmm.
I would love to hear what your readers think and whose side they pick. Like
Yeah,
there should be a
fine.
poll. You should do that. You should do the poll on threads and be like, are you for this person or for this couple?
I
Which
should
couple are
do
you
that.
choosing?
But it is cool to see people's differing perspectives because I have some fans who started with the main series where you learn about Aaron and Luminita at their worst. And you're just like, yeah, no, never gonna like them, never gonna like them. And they'll go back and read the novellas and they're just like, I get it. I mean, I still kind of hate them, but I like them for each other. I I want them to be happy, but I don't. And they're just kind of conflicted about it a little bit. But people that start with the novellas first, way more forgiving of them in the main series. They're just like, yeah, but they did that because of this. Come on, they're fine. They're like, no, that's really not okay still. Okay. I just realized I have a bunch of my character art next to me because I didn't have one upstairs of one of my favorite pieces because he tends to disappear. I don't. People like it, but I do too. But that's Chance from the main series.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Yeah, he's my
He's beautiful.
6'3" Cajun security specialist who speaks fluent French, and it's very very morally
Mm,
gray. More so as the series goes on. But yeah,
let me take a note. Which book was that?
it starts with Blood Lily, which his introduction scene is great because it's immediate banter. Because he works for Lilith's father, and
Mm,
he's head of security, so she's been around him most of her life, and they have that kind of dynamic where they're not really friends, but they'll joke around with each other, type of thing. So yeah.
and then they fall in love.
Well, then she falls in love. He's kind of already been there.
Mm,
I have a thing for he falls first.
I mean, that's so valid.
I have it here somewhere right next to me. He actually he actually has a tattoo he's had since he was, let me do the math. When she turned 18. So since he was 21, he's he's had this tattoo. It's
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Lilith. She knows nothing about that, by the way, for quite a while.
I was going to
But
say,
she keeps
oh,
catching glimpses of color, like because they'd have to travel together, and like he'll like reach up to get the baggage from the top of the in the plane and stuff, and she'll catch like a little glimpse of color. So she keeps teasing him about a tattoo and asking him what it is, and he won't tell her, of course. And she's like, "Oh, is it a girl who broke your heart?" No, it's a band tattoo. It's a band tattoo. Like she just keeps relentlessly badgering him about it. It's fun.
is there anything that you would like your readers or your listeners to know about your books or your upcoming projects?
Um, well, one informative thing is because it's had such an impact on my own mental health. I'm really big on mental health representation um, and handling real trauma responses. So that's a very common theme throughout the books, all of the books, even the rom com. Like Matthew has quite a few daddy issues that he's kind of working through. um, so, I mean, I am big on health representation. I do have trigger warnings and stuff in the front of all my books because mental health is very important to me. I do traumatize people with my writing, but most of them seem to actually enjoy it. So there's that. Um, I do have a lot still going. Like I said, I'm writing the sixth and final book in the Lilith Adams series. I have two more novellas written. I just haven't released them yet, and a sixth one planned that I'm kind of in the research stage for. I have two more rom coms to write in that trilogy, and then I have dark rom com characters trying to talk to me. So apparently that's going to happen at some point. And Tim and Eileen are getting a spin-off book from the main series because they insisted. So there's plenty of stuff to come from me.
Is there a piece of advice that you would give people who are struggling with their mental health?
Talking to somebody, anybody. It doesn't even have to be a professional, but I've learned through writing that the biggest way to give intrusive voices power is to keep them to yourself, because then you have no other narrative to go against them. It's important to have that support system and find the support system that works for you. Um, I have issues trying to talk to professionals. I don't really like it, but writing has been my therapy. I've worked through a lot of issues and learned a lot of things about myself that had never really occurred to me as I'm writing scenes. I was just like, oh, huh, I guess I get that. So yeah, just finding what works for you is the best thing.
I love that you're also an advocate for mental health because it's not talked about enough. I think so many people internalize everything and they keep it, um, isolation is so real when you're struggling. And you're absolutely right. You bury yourself even further and further and further. So talking about it can help.
Absolutely. I actually
And
directly talk about that in Ghost Orchid because I have a character who's going through a complete mental breakdown, and everyone is trying to help him, and he's just not talking to them about what the issue is. And then Tim actually talks to him about that because Tim is, I was a military brat, so I've been around it a lot in my life. But Tim talks a lot about PTSD and coming back from overseas and how difficult that was, and the only way to stop those voices is to have people around you telling you something different, to change that narrative. Like that's the only way to get through it. Otherwise, you're just going to be consumed by it. So
And it's so easy to listen to the voices or the noise in your head when you're going through it, and it's so believable, and it's not. It's all lies.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very
No, I
proud of
absolutely
my
love it.
characters in that one. Even even Chance, I'm pretty proud of his reactions in that book because he easily could have gone a different direction and not. Oh, he could have just not been helpful at all and just made the situation worse. But he actually was a grown person. So, well,
Well, that helps.
yeah.
I think a lot of people don't realize that a lot of us readers and a lot of us authors use books and words as a way to process and cope.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
It can be beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, I know I have, very much so, um, especially in the main series, but really in all of them, there's always some aspect of something that I need to work through. And so, and daddy issues are a common theme in a lot of my books too. Got those. Great. Cool. Um, uh,
Same.
Domestic violence, whether physical or emotional, is also a pretty common theme throughout the books, um, in some way, shape, or form. Some more severe than others, of course, but there's reasons for that too. So yeah, it does help a lot.
I'm so glad that you came on to talk about your books and your series and about mental health and showing us your beautiful art. For those listening on Spotify or Apple Music or wherever you're listening from, go to the YouTube version and go look at the art because you guys are missing out on it. You just are. And how do we get your art, Jenny?
I have art prints. They're all like 4x6s, like this lovely size, on premium cardstock. And I have those up on the website. Whenever I do book signings and stuff, I have those with me as well, either for sale or sometimes I'll run specials where I'll give them. Apparently, my dog has opinions on that. um, but yeah, I do, and usually when I do pre-orders or I do pre-orders for an event, I'll have like free character art and stuff, as an incentive to pre-order and stuff like that. So yeah.
And you said your books are on KU,
Hmm.
Amazon.
The first in each series is on KU, and then Morrigan the short story. The other books are not, because I publish through Ingram, so it's challenging to do two different publishers for print versus
Mhm.
ebook. Um, but the first in each series is available on KU. They're all available on Kindle, and print versions are anywhere you can order books. But if you want signed copies, then jennyallenbooks.com is the place to go.
That's what I was going to ask you. And your audiobook
Hmm.
is on audiobooks, or
It's
where
on
can people
Audible.
listen?
Yeah.
Au- I knew that word.
That's okay. I know my dog
I think it's
needs school
hilarious. Your
returns right
dog's
now.
cracking me up.
This audiobook is, it's available on Audible. It's just under 5 hours, narrated in duet by Liam Blade and Sean Crisden, and they truly did do a beautiful, beautiful job with that audiobook.
Your dog is very proud of you.
Yeah, he's proud of me, or he wants to go outside, which he wants to go outside.
Well, thank you so much, Jenny, for coming on again. Jenny Allen.
Yeah,
You
thank you.
guys go look her up. She has some books available on KU right now. Thank you so much, Jenny.
Oh, thank you.